Hi, this is Tormod, and I would like to explain something about the system. The old system is rigged such a way that a very few elite families, a very few handful or two of elite families own and control all the world's money and then also power. Rothschilds or Rockefeller or whatever you call these families, it's not important, but they are there. And they control all the world's money and the power institutions and the governments of this world, from owning just endless and endless and endless of money, having bank authority, as I call it, endless amounts of bank authority. This is rigged from like we look in a pyramid, like a triangle pyramid, where all the power of the working force on the bottom, we're working our asses off, working hard, sweating and doing things to work, and the money is then turned upwards to a very elite few, the royalties and so on. This is truly a small glimpse into the system where most all money is stolen from us, stolen from me, stolen from you, into a narrowing up to a pyramid. People at the top who have so much money and they're stealing every day from you and me, from the banking ownership. They own the banks of all countries except for Cuba and Iran and North Korea, typically. So, and this triangle also represents the powerhouses or the cities of the land and spirit in Vatican, the money and corporation, city of London, and the law and military of Washington. And this also reflects on the triangle of Washington, of London, and Vatican. So a triangle and a triangle of power, and that very triangle of power can also be traced back to ourselves within our mind system, like thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions in a triangle within ourselves. It's very physically rigged. That's why it's so hard to break free from it and to change the system, to change the money system. I will just have one more story for you, just to prove my authenticity. That in 1302 there was an announcement of a new law from the Vatican. That new law says that the Vatican owns all flesh, all land, all mountains, all animals, all humans, all rivers, everything of this earth that is physical is owned by the Vatican in Rome. Everything that is physical of this earth, of this world. That is interesting because since then, since 1302, we have built fundaments and rules and laws and regulations on top of that fundament. So it's all just lies. It's all just endless, lots of bullshit and laws and regulations that are not supportive to life. So it's all lies. And I remind you, take you one more time. It's the triangle between Washington with the spirit and the physical, London with the money and the crown corporation of the business of the money, of the business and the money, and also Washington D.C. with the law. This triangle of power has been constricting us, and when we consent to the system from our birth certificate, we are slaving to the system. From our all caps name and our personal number, we are slaves in the system, and we are doomed in this system if we cannot break free from it and change the money game, change it all to support all life. Because as it is today, this very day, it is still going on, that the abuse and suffering of nature, the abuse and suffering of animals, the abuse and suffering of children and human beings is rewarded with money. It is time to wake the fuck up and realize and watch some YouTube videos about the system, not just swallow the mainstream media wrapping, because it is mostly just lies. Time to really investigate. Check out Omnium Sanctum, Vatican Law of 1302, about how the Vatican owns all physical. We don't own our bodies, really, practically. I'm not lying to you. Check this out for yourself. Investigate. Check out, why do we have the money system we have? Why do we have the law system we have? This matters. We can create a so much better world out there, or here. We can create a so much better world here on Earth if we all first unlearn the old system and learn to understand the money system, learn to understand the law system and how it applies to us. Learn to understand these things so we can unlearn them, because Omnium Sanctum is real, and my all caps name my certificate is also real. My personal number is by giving my consent when I was born. By consent. By giving a consent for a robbery or a government of Norway or of Australia or of Thailand or of China or of Russia or of Argentina, whatever. All these separations all the time, separating ourselves, and so on and so on and so on. It is time to create a more equal society as of money. As of money. So much money is just stolen from the system that we don't see. And these banking families have so enormous lots of banking authority. They have endless of banking authority, while billions are suffering and 20,000 children just died. It is the structure between the Vatican, London, Washington, mind, thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Thoughts, feelings, emotions. What? Washington, London, Vatican. The triangle enslaving us in the very physical to the capitalistic, neoliberalistic, Marxist, fascism, what matrix, death cult system as of today. We can create a so much better world. Let's do that. We can have utopia. We can have a world without pain, without suffering, without abuse. Yes, we can have that world without the pain, without suffering, without abuse. We can create this world. Everybody deserves a good life, and everybody can have a good life. We can create a system that supports a good life for everybody, for all existences, for all beings. We can create a life for all beings that supports the life of all beings. And there is no valid reason why we should not do that. There is no valid reason why not everybody should have a good quality life. No reason whatsoever. There is no reason why not everybody should have a good life and abundance of money. We can create this. Let's bring on solutions. Let's hear what you have to say in the vlog. Let's come with solutions. Let's push ourselves to create solutions and to be solutions and to change ourselves and to change the world without. Change ourselves within and to change the world without. Thank you very much.